Okay, today is going to be kind of a short one. This is back again, how to help a child after they've had a death in their life. And we talked a little bit last time about the hearts and how to do a thing with the hearts. Another thing we do is a memory box. Um, I started thinking of little things to do with the kids because one day I was at a high school and I was working with this boy in grade 9. His mom had died, and I know someone who died, and he really liked it, and he was working through the book and really enjoying it. But when the bell rang and it was time to go, he said, "You take it." And I said, "Oh, you don't want to take it home?" And he didn't know how to get it to his locker without anyone seeing him. It was too big. And so I said, "Okay, I'll keep it and we'll work on it next time." And he was, "Yeah." And then so the next time I brought a bag that he could put it in and no one could see it. I mean, simple, but sometimes kids don't want other kids to know they're hurting. That's just the way it is. So we work around that. So one of the things I came up with was this book, and we're going to look at it a little bit later. And my son illustrated this book, and it says, "I don't feel cool when someone I know dies." And it's a little boy on a skateboard, and throughout the book, the little boy is talking about his feelings as he rides his skateboard. So we'll look at that one a little bit later too. But that came up with that helped come up with some great ideas on after the death. So one of the things is a memory box, and you can use any box. It doesn't have to be special. It just has to be small. And so we came up with this one. It's a pot of gold um, tin, and this is the one I usually take around and show. But I mean, you can get really cute tins that are just little at Michael's or whatever. And so this is for the child to put their special things in. And so this started when I was sitting with a little boy one day, and he was telling me about his grandpa. And his grandpa had died 2 weeks before, and he just thought the world of him. And so the one day he brought in his wallet. So they had been going into Grandpa's things and giving stuff to people, and he wanted the wallet. And so Grandma gave it to him, and it was priceless. And so he brought the wallet in. There's nothing in it. Um, and he said he was going to save to put some money in it. But the one thing he said to me, he handed it to me and he said, "Connie, smell it." He said, "It smells just like my grandpa." And it just meant the world to him. So if anything ever happened to that, he'd be devastated. So that's where we came up with a box to put it in. This box is um, it's just the right size, maybe to fit under their bed or in the day under their pillow so no one else can take it. So we went through and we started thinking of different things to go in it. So here's just some examples. You can, talk to the child, see what meant something special to them, and they'll do it. So this is an example of a hanky. And grandma collected hankies. She had beautiful hankies, and all the granddaughters got a hanky. Little fits right in the memory box. It's the perfect size. But they can touch it, they can hold it. It brings them wonderful memories to share. Um, One mom collected seashells, so we were able to get some seashells to put in the box, and they would take them out and tell stories about where mom got the seashells and what it meant to her. Oh my gosh, back in the day, didn't all mums collect spoons? And so here, the one little girl, her grandma collected spoons. So that's what she put in her box, and she had some great stories to tell with that. It can be anything. This one, the little girl bought grandma's watch in, and it meant a lot to her to have that watch. So it's just to put that watch in the box. Um, oh my gosh, this one little boy. his grandpa collected coins. And so he had this beautiful American silver dollar, and he put that in his box, and it meant the world to him. And he not only put it in a box, someone had given him a little smaller box. So it went in this box and then inside. This one is an example of a perfume. So if you remember in the memory box, we talked about what did mom smell like or what did dad smell like. We were able to go to the perfume department and get little samples for them, and it went in the box. And I was remembering after I told the story last time when we talked about the memory book, I remembered the little boy told me that his mom wore Lady Stetson #9. And so I was able to go out and find that. And so I put it in the memory box to remember. This one is this was sold by Avon. And it's keychain, and it's got a little symbol for breast cancer on there. And a dear friend, she died of inflammatory breast cancer, and she sold these. And I bet you she sold 500 of them. I mean, she had them. She asked people to buy them, and they did, and it was amazing. This is for me in my memory box. This is a wonderful memory of Monica selling these to raise money for breast cancer awareness. And then this is a little bag that one of the kids had, and I found one like it. But this little girl was given grandma's ring, and that was just spectacular. I mean, that was very precious to her. So there's different things that you can put in there. Here, this is simple. This is a piece of material. We found when grandma was dying, she had a certain blanket that she always wore. So we were able to go out and find a piece of material that was just like the blanket, and that went in the box. So they could have it and hold it, and it means something special to them. And like I said, when the little boy took out that wallet, he was like, smell this. Like it just brought him so much joy to be able to tell me the story of his grandpa and how much he meant to him. So this is just an example of the memory box and the different things you can put in them. I mean, it's pretty simple to try and make the box with them. And of course, as you make it, there's different memories that go along with it. But this is just another example of how we can help a child after the death of someone they love, and it helps them to talk and to get their feelings out and to kind of share what this person meant to them. So we're going to carry on with more ideas and tips and what other children have shared with me about what brings them comfort in their grief. So we'll see you again in the next video.